Hi everyone, I'm Courtney. In this series, I tell you stories from my childhood. Today's story is about losing teeth. I lost teeth when I was a kid. Losing teeth was painful for me. My teeth would wiggle. I would wiggle my teeth a lot. I wiggled my teeth a lot. I didn't like losing teeth. One time, I had an idea. My tooth was loose. I wiggled my tooth. My tooth only moved a little bit. I wanted my tooth out. I had an idea. I took a rubber band. I put the rubber band around my tooth. I attached one side of the rubber band to my tooth. I gave the other end to my sister. My sister was holding one side of the rubber band. The other side was attached to my tooth. I said to my sister, "Pull." My sister pulled the rubber band. Rubber bands are elastic. Rubber bands stretch. My sister pulled on the rubber band. My tooth flew out of my mouth. My gums were bleeding. There was a hole where my tooth was. My tooth flew out of my mouth. It left a hole. I had a hole in my smile. My sister was scared. My sister thought my parents were going to be mad. I didn't know where my tooth went. I couldn't find my tooth. My sister and I searched all over the room. We looked everywhere. We looked behind the couch. We looked under the chairs. We looked behind the table. We couldn't find my tooth anywhere. Finally, I spotted my tooth. My tooth was in the middle of the carpet. I picked up my tooth and I showed it to my sister. "Ew," my sister said. "I don't want to touch your tooth." We rinsed the tooth with water. We put the tooth in a plastic bag. We saved the tooth for later that night. I put the tooth under my pillow while I was sleeping. This is a tradition when kids lose their teeth. In the morning, there was money. The tooth fairy had given me money. Actually, my parents had given me money. But when I was a kid, I believed the money came from the tooth fairy. My mom and dad didn't know that I had used a rubber band to take my tooth out. They thought my tooth had just fallen out. When you lost teeth, was it painful? Did you pull your tooth out in an unusual way? Let me know in the comments. I'm Courtney. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye!